Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I just came back from the summer vacation and lots of things in garden need to be urgently done. First thing first, rose maintenance for summer. Basically haircut for everyone, especially the Poseidon rose, aka Novalis. I have serious long gloves for garden, for rose, and long sleeves, long trousers, real shoes, because I don't want to get beaten by the poisonous flies in the garden again. And here is my tool bag, pruner, and something to de-weed. I don't have a lot of weed. The most problem is overgrowth rose, so the flush is basically over. There are still some nice flowers, but you can see the trace of the insects, so cut. So normally, theoretically, deadhead rose is from the flower to the next fully grown leaf with, for example, 5 leaflet or 7 or 9 as according to the rose type, but Novalis always shoot the stems too long, almost look like a stretch. It's not stretching, it's the nature, it's his habit. So, and the rest of the summer I think will be too hot. It's an unusual year, so I will cut deeper than theoretically. And the new shoots will come between the leaf and the stem, so I will not cut somewhere like here that the new growth grow inside. We want it outwards, so which means here. Time to work. It's really hot, ladies and gentlemen. And the geraniums between the rows are doing great, and these stems are so weak. This whole year I regret that I let it grow. Maybe I remove it. I don't know. Let's give him another chance. What a mess. By the way, his neighbor is doing great. Do you remember this? Cicus carnii rose. It's a Swiss rose, which is grown like 1 hour away from where I live. The foliage is shining in this hot weather, and the flowers are reasonable. Very nice. It's not stretchy. His growing habit is also with his long straight stems, softer stems. Let's continue. This leaf is kaput. It's eaten by the insects. And here I remove it completely. It's a weird direction. This I also remove it completely. It's too soft and slim. Oh, there's a cat walking beside me. And this is a good stem, but also go inwards, which is really weird. Now I understand why it's written that Novalis is bushy. It's shoot out growth in all possible and impossible directions and cross with each other, which is not a good idea. This is attacked by the insects. Let's have a look. Leaves touching each other, bad broken leaves are gone. I wonder what kind of insects is this, huh? But anyway, after I clear these too many leaves, I will leave them to the beneficial insects in my garden. I will not do anything at the moment. This is so slim, this stem. So slim. And here is you can see here it's over. It will not grow any new growth anymore. Completely broken, so remove it. They will consume a lot of energy and doing nothing. A lot of unnecessary shoots. And these will also have some bite from the insects. What do I do? Here. Yeah, other rows I will not use. Here is also broken, unfortunately. Other rows I will not cut so much, but it's really overgrown. What kind of insect is this? A lot of things are going on when I was in holiday, eh? I have two bamboo here. So good. This one probably is over. So I move to the next. This is a Swiss rose, blue Swiss rose tail. Oh, I forgot the name. Sorry. Also, Richard Hoover rose is a blue rose, and also look at here. Also have such stems has to be removed. Where do I remove it? They are both hopeless. Waste of energy. All broken. Fantastic. And they are also very thin, and this rose could be more than 2 meters tall, but with the thin stems. I think it needs some years, and here it's settled. But I'm very interested. Let's give a try for the Swiss rose. It's not easy for blue rose, except my favorite blue girl. You can always rely on blue girl. Blue girl 2008, not the old blue girl from Cordes in the 1970s. So behind is a climber I bought this spring. When I take it out of the pot, it almost have no root. It's a new company, very disappointing. So I let it. And here is Ticus Caneros. I think I only rose the flower. Can still a few days, but it's okay. This one I let it. Nice. Let's have a look if they have some unwelcomed. Here has no future and it's too slim. It's to go. Here is typical tiny useless energy consumer. Also have to go. Oh, here's another one. Especially in an uncomfortable weather period, a lot of such growth will happen. And if we don't do anything in summer, waste of energy and drag down the whole plant's hairs. So it's very important here. So why very tiny small buds? I let it since she's flower so happily. Okay, next I plant Ticus Caneros only last August or even September, so gave her another year. Hercules rose, unfortunately I was on vacation. I miss the flower timing, but you can see the whole plant is not bad. The new stems are quite reasonable. As for also, it also can be counted as a blue rose, not completely blue. So this has to go. Oh, here is a still summer flower. It's tiny, and because it's still warm, you don't see the pink edging anymore. Yeah, it's still small. I think I remove it completely. And here is a new growth. Nice. See a flower coming on the way. And the bottom leaves fine. Some kind of damage. I remove this one. Oh, here is a broken one. Let's get rid of it. This is actually a blue moon rose, but it's too hot. There's not a lot of blue you can see from here. Long thin stems, but good in dark green. Oh, here are the future's hope. This is Constance. Constance rose has a lot of buds coming, and one is broken. Here is broken. Here is flower finished. Here also some insect trees. I wish they have a good time with other beneficial insects in my garden. This is too weak. And growing inwards, so I think I remove it completely. I think this video will stretch too long. And this is a castle what? Formacus. Never able to pronounce the French name. This is from Mr. Alan Chance from the French-speaking part of Switzerland. So everything is in French. Everything that I cannot pronounce. So some leaves has to be removed. I just pruned it before I go for holiday, so not a lot to do. Remove some old leaves. And this is a flower coming up. Very nice. In case I stretch this video too long. Courage rose. Nice. Always a pleasure to meet with courage rose. Flower is slightly smaller, but the color is stable. It did not turn into white or much lighter because of the hot weather, which is very good. There's no perfume coming out of courage rose. It's like a 1-star out of 5-star perfumes. It's okay for me. And Bliss Parfuma has no flower at the moment. Here behind is Hercules rose. You see? Oh, it's finished. The second courage rose. They are doing fine in summer actually. I think I just show you through the rose bed, and I do my cutting without the camera on. And this is a mess. Gita is also have a very strong character from bush, so it grows like an octopus. Here is the Eden rose. It's growing big, of course. It's in its nature. Only one flower, but basically the weeds is my newly organized garden bed after I removed the pampas grass, but the old seeds of weed are growing like crazy. I will remove it, cover them with cardboard, and then mulch it. And the lion rose in hot summer is almost like white, and the flower don't stay longer. Behind it's a Sauvignon Baden-Baden. One bud is coming, no flower at the moment. Basically speaking, I don't need to do anything for Bluger. You remember the rest of the rose look like, and the Bluger look like this. Flowers are smaller, of course, last less days, of course, but in general, strong, healthy, beautiful, very steady. And some of the leaves have the spot, like 2-3 leaves. And Aquaria it's a beautiful rose, but does not look like my rose. Sorry to say that. And this is an iceberger, the kingfisher. I just planted here from my last rose shopping video. I bought this one. Already reflowered. Very nice. Don't know how to prune this. I'm not used to this variety so far. It's too hot, so it's almost a pink flower and smaller. Have no blue left, so blue girl, my all-time favorite. And then I go downstairs to look at some rose on the rose bed number 1. Rose bed number 1 in hot summer. The plants themselves are nice, you can see. I see 1 or 2 yellow leaves. The rest are doing fine. I'm very happy. No, I don't think I show you how I cut them, how to deadhead it. It's not complicated. Oh, Liliana is coming. Look at the beautiful flower. This rose does not reflower as fast as the rest of the roses here. That's why there's no deadhead to do for her, and the rest of the rose has to do something. This is my second. Does not grow as great as this one on the patio, but it's a gift for me. It's very nice. I think probably has roots injured during the first year. So this is my first Poseidon. It here has less sunlight, so the plant is actually smaller than the one in the back. So I go back to work. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your patience. I don't think you can learn anything from my useless video how to prune rose. I go back to work now. I'm a slow person. I enjoy the time and do it slowly. So basically it's like different rows. Actually a little bit different when you deadhead and prune it. And after cutting, I will not add fertilizer because I have enough slow release fertilizer in the beginning of the season and after the first deadhead in spring. So and I give flower to the plants every morning. I never let them give them up during hot summer. Let them. Some people say domain, but rose should not sleep during summer. If the flower dries out, I just cut them off and let the leaves grow happily. You can always benefit from different weathers. Why not? And then they will have a better autumn season. So yes, no fertilizer in summer. I already have enough. And a lot of water in the morning, not in the evening. It's not a good habit to give water to the plants in the evening. So I go back to work, and thanks for watching, and see you next time.